I get the pleasure this morning for welcoming at the studios Dr. Richard Conteh, somebody we don't put himself forward, one for lead this country, one for be president of Salon, one for be flag bearer force of the APC. I think this is not the second time we run for that position. Good morning, Doc, and welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Labrana. Do allow me just make a comment on what you state about this petroleum pricing. First of all, I see the one through the way the minister talk. He said they introduce this excise so they will make more money for government. That is the intention. But they know they think about the effect where then they get on the people, and which I find very unfortunate. That the only true and the way talk for say now for increased money for government. The first lie we lie now this confusion where did they bring about ceiling. You know, I know say there is a formula.
Yeah. The
formula get various variables, including the excise duty, the port duty, the dealers they own, what they call the exchange rate, the plat price, etc., etc., etc. Strategic stock fund, road fund. Every component on the formula get a small to where they add, and any variation plus or minus 5%, they trigger a price change.
Either up or down.
Yes, plus or minus. They trigger a price change. So when they don't put in all the variables inside the formula, at the bottom, they get waiting for the pump price. There's not like a ceiling. Wait for the pump price. And that pump price now waiting, then they put out in the press release for say this is the pump price.
Yeah. How the dealers in for sale.
How they for sale. However, because in determining that pump price, we will also build in a formula where for allow make you sell the fuel at the same price all over the country. There's a distribution formula where they put aside, so that the person where they upline, they pay the same price like Freetown. So which means if you take the cost for distribution inside Freetown, it's lower than the cost for distribution at Kailang. So, but when they reduce more from the Kailang post, they ask more from the Freetown, they an average. So it the balance off. Now that make, if you see the oil market called Zala, where they reduce their price now because they know the upline. Understand it? Then just they sell inside Freetown. So the distribution cost for the lower, so they can afford for distributor. They for sell at a lower price. One side then they lie. When they talk for say for justify the $1, the price increase, the price increase. Now waiting the average Sierra Leone and they pull from in pocket for pay for the fuel. That is the price. And the daddy don't go from 25 to 28, from 24 to 28,500. And so you get for state the truth. It is not a 1,100 increase. Now a 4,500 increase for diesel and a 3,500.
No, but the argument where they put is that now the ceiling increased from 27.3 to 28.5.
Now they explain to you, so say there's nothing like ceiling. They try for confuse the people for try for still continue for justify that the point about 1,000 increase. And I don't tell you. Say in another interview, I don't explain. Say waiting that the show that change that difference between 25 and 27.4. It either show say they be the thief the money, or they be the subsidize. Understand it? And by then they subsidize make the public know, which is bad. You know, for land for be transparent. And really, if there is no change in the plat price, and the exchanges has largely been stable for the past 1 year or so, they're not supposed to trigger that change. And what did they trigger this price change? Now because governments don't add taxes when they accrue to them. So
and the minister made that
the first rule and the way we talk.
Yeah. But you agree that government need money?
No. Not at the expense of business. It's not at the expense of the people we serve. This is the problem. need money, yes, but find other ways for raise money. You see, revenue and expenditure, you get for balance them off. I think say one way we then go increase the disposable income for reduce the travels. Man, just tell the parliament sit down small. Understand that? If the pass sit down small, now they go save so much money.
The minister have been also they spend plenty money on traveling, not so like how people and they put them. That's not much about waiting and they spend. And the government self have been under the Minister of Information here. Say the traveling with President the Grouper, they bring plenty money back. Not that he's just traveling because he want for travel.
Well, we not see, they not tell you the money we out. Over $30 million for one person for travel in 1 year. He said that's small money.
He's saying that is what the president.
Oh yes, 2022, $30 million.
That's enough for Musa.
The Bank of Salon.
Okay.
Understand now that they spend in 1 year. And I should say, if you check the figures for 2023, 2024, I give the figures every year, what they spend on travel for every year from the time when they come into power. I compare them with the time of APC. You see a huge difference in the travel costs. And I believe that instead of the impoverish the people of Sierra Leone, instead of the cost for kill businesses in Sierra Leone, what they're supposed to do now for regulate expenditures, cut down on expenditures, and look at those expenses where you can do without.
Okay.
And I believe one of them are traveled.
You served as Minister of Trade,
yes,
and Industry, the previous government. And one thing we discussed this morning, that contract and also government they lost money. One of the things we Andrew they say is that people like we want to be president of this country. For make commitments to the people, them say we sabi usai the money they lost. We know the contract that we bad. We get commitment, say we go address the issues and whatever contract they get, it be to the benefit of this nation. Is that a commitment you want to make this morning?
The part of me conviction. That make if they follow me, a day on we had every Wednesday at 9 p.m. and they take on the issues from the economy to infrastructure to energy, and at the highlight waiting we don't identify as shortcomings and we proffer recommendations. Like the week before they increased the price of fuel, I've been there on I talk about the taxes, I talk about the excise, and I talk say this excise where they don't introduce so it will cause a price change. They got later an increase, and the next week they increase the price. You see, I believe say this now the time. I like one true way Andrew Lavali say. He say this now the time where una for the whole we accountable. Una for the ask we critical questions, and then una record on camera, and then later una hold we accountable. And when we come into power, una not try for play along, because now the fear say anybody will go after una. Me don't talk. I'm a civil society background I come from. I don't talk and say when I become president, nobody, not go arrest anybody because he expressed a negative opinion about Richard Conteh. Now you right for express your opinion. Maybe you express that wrong opinion because me not play my own part for clarify, for be a bit more transparent, for communicate better. So therefore, we foresee them there as an opportunity for make we educate the people that may they understand, not an opportunity for make you arrest and try for muzzle people.
You served in government, cabinet.
Yes.
You have been, was it, chief of staff?
Yes.
Yes, we very senior position na State House. What do you think, Senator, the problem with government? This is a successive government. The toll road agreement who they talk about was signed by the previous administration, continue with this government. The issue of transparency and accountability, why is it lacking? You talk about fair just now, you talk about government for talk through.
When we want for hide reality, we generalize. And that whenever you generalize, point at specifics, they sort of diminish the issue. Me no like the argument for say, the previous government we don't do this, so therefore
no, we don't justify saying this. I just say which you experience in governance why is it that there are indicators that even the previous government with contract, there were issues about being transparent and letting the public understand what is waiting inside them. The toll gates contract, the e-passport contract, it's the same with this government.
I believe, say, we need to be a bit more transparent. Now that, for example, when I've been there as chief of staff, we've been getting a situation where the mining agreements of this country have been secret documents. But when we've been the try for make Sierra Leone become AITI compliant again, one of the requirements that be that we for publish we mining contracts na the portal. And I'm glad if I say now under me time we begin publish mining contracts. And the intention now be for extend that to other sectors, because we believe say people for land will be transparent. We need for the day accountability they start being transparent. You know, also when I've been there as chief of staff, first it be unthinkable for hold ministers accountable for deliver. But during the time we get ministers for signed performance contracts and we evaluate them and we give report card on those things. And it before be continuous to different contracts where they enter into in various ministries. Yes, we need to be a bit more transparent, and I think say so. Any new government, and in this case the APC government we get for come, we go ensure say we be a bit more transparent. These things not a secret document. If you sure say you don't go through the right process for award a contract, it's not supposed to be a secret document. If I be out there and under FOI, Freedom of Information, bill again a privilege for say I've been part of the process for get in place as part of the 4 indicators we will be get for meet for the MCC. I believe say we get for ensure say we put these things out there. Sometimes, you know, again I like one truth where Abdul Lavali say, owner self get a responsibility. Everybody get a responsibility. Citizens get a responsibility. ACC get a responsibility. Audit service get a responsibility. When these documents are put out there, when you request, because they're not classified documents, when you request for see those documents and you pry into them, sometimes you will then hold leaders accountable. And when people then know say, hey, they watch me. When people say, hey, if I do this, then will expose me. Man don't go hesitate small. And I think so that I want to encourage we all as Sierra Leoneans will say, let we hold we leaders there a bit more accountable. You know, this spyism was so own at the power, you know, for criticizer and for left. No, it's not right. It's not right. And I believe say if the power wrong, I for tell and say it wrong. If the power do well, I for also commend them.
Quickly before we can talk about your aspiration, let's look at your service, your time as chief of staff, as minister of trade. You know, anytime you want to start a conversation with Dr. Richard Conteh, what comes up as well was, why was he sacked at State House?
Oh my God.
There is the issue about the timber, the signature, alleged forgery of signature with former President Nkrumah. You take responsibility for that?
How can I take responsibility for something we are not guilty of? It will interest you for no say. The signature will be there in question on that issue. Now Richard Conteh's signature. Not to President Nkrumah's signature. It was my signature. And the issue was that my signature was forged. And the matter go to court. The government take me to court. They charge me with forgery. And then which means they say I forged my own signature. And 2, then charge me with conspiracy to defraud.
For the state.
Yes. They say me from State House, I make Alisuma not pay duty in our port. You know, I tell Alisuma, say, where you can tote the container, go and balance the people. Where see this person, balance and total, you go give inside the container. So I tell her, make, you know, check all the controls within our port, stay and go with me from State House. But interestingly, in court, the handwriting specialist, Madam Nyakoi, he testified for say, my signature was forged. Okay? That's not to me sign the document in question. Then take me signature, extract them, put up a document, and then they photocopy them. And then bring out the technical explanations for do that. The guy na NRA, where they process containers, where they can bring and can court, they ask her, if me don't ever talk to them, me don't ever call her, we say, one day, may not talk, one day, may not see. In fact, if they see me for the first time in person, inside that court. So, based upon that, they've been able to throw the case out for lack of evidence. So you see, it's one thing for make them accuse you. It's another thing for make the facts confirm or refute the accusation. So yes, I was accused. Yes, I suffered because of it. I was sad, humiliated, and all the rest of it. But the facts they get for reveal. And interestingly, one of the judges will handle the matter at the current Chief Justice.
You think say that now one thing we always people then go look at as your involvement in alleged corruption, even as how you don't explain, and so they go affect you ambition for lead this country?
Well, yes, positively. If I affect her positively, because it don't reveal. Say, sometimes when you hear accusations against people, take your time and try for authenticate or otherwise those accusations. It is not always true, especially in the political space where we find ourselves.
Was there lack of trust then between you and your boss, that to the point without you don't explain and so then sack you and all that? Was it that you were becoming too powerful?
How you gonna be powerful more than your boss? You know, Lamrana, I don't do inside government small. I don't do very close to the pinnacle of power. I don't do in the room where people that they can for camp well others. And plenty times, part of the problem we me can get with my colleagues then because when such things happen, when I get facts were contrary to that, I come back and reopen the issues and address the facts. Because I not believe, say, we for the allow make false accusations then stand the test of time. So in a few occasions, I've been able to step in and present the facts, the alternative facts. Contrary to what people will try to make the president believe.
You really talk to?
Oh yes. To a great extent. I was not perfect, but I try, and there were a few instances where I stand for the truth. For example, there was a time where they grabbed, say, the Hilton Hotel contract. They even, based upon some untruths, they terminate her. I come back, I get it, I reopen the matter, present alternative facts, they withdraw the termination, they award the contract again. There was a time where my permanent secretary then go parade some untruths, say he don't go collect some money and he don't eat hang, you know. So when I find out, by the time now I've been there as chief of staff, where the president referred the matter to me, I do my investigation, I go back and say, Echi, no lie. In fact, the money they say the bank don't eat, they don't even pay the money yet. How the bank go eat money, they don't pay it. I mean, there was a time also the issue about the commercial bank saga, you know, where they mount a whole sort of propaganda about the Kalu contract for those houses. When I find out later on, say, the facts of the matter being contrary to the narrative, where they present, I also raise the issue with my boss. You know, although I'm not been there in country again, they tell me then fast track and take the action against the bank. So I always believe.
Then they cause a fallout between you and your former boss?
No, not the cause of fallout. The helper. My job.
No, I mean, was that why I get a fallout again for something?
Will not fall out with my boss. It's just that when people then, you know, in the political space, there are always these small tensions. This boy, they rise too fast. How they don't come, they say they start as deputy minister before you member, they don't be full minister before you member, they don't be chief of staff. Hey, this year, if you not take your time, this panel, hand over to Richard. So if you hand over to Richard, tomorrow they fill in the blanks. And so for massing break. And in the process, they can gang up. And then go so close for you, they wear up by you. if God not save you, no more, they do for you exactly.
So it was a gang up against you.
I think so, yes. I think so, yes.
You don't mend fence. You don't resolve whatever you might have had with the former president on the issue.
No, I tell you, say we not ever get issue.
Yeah, but he sacked you, and there was this
sort
of corruption.
No, right. No, right. No, right.
You don't expect him to protect you.
You don't be even need for give reason. You don't be even need for give reason why they sack me. Understand? The president, they get right. They say they please them for hire you. They also please them for fire you. There's no problem with that.
But you don't expect them to fire you in that kind of circumstance.
No, okay, the whole incident comes as a big surprise to me. But these things happen. I can always tell people, if that very day, before the Akaya get the announcement, I was in Parliament. And I tell the parliamentarians, I say, Una better pass we. I say, Una job now for 5 years. We own job na daily wage job. Now, I say, it's possible to say, once you don't hire so as chief of staff, tomorrow I no go there again. I said it. Little did I know that as I be the say and they write me letter for make the go about SLBC. So they always tell me staff, but say me na daily wage job. They make every day when I go to office, any paper we can at my office, once I'm there, I treat her.
No, talk
I know left anything for tomorrow. And that is why where are they on the way to my house, where they sack me, I never go back at the office.
Because you can get only paper there.
No.
You don't deal with all with you.
Every time I do that day, I don't deal with her. I don't get anything for go back, for go tidy at the office. I will see the sack with immediate effect. It means they don't need handing over notes. Yeah. So myself, I just don't use.
Let me look at political leadership. You don't serve at this level. You know, like you say, very close to the president. Don't dey at the room. Don't decide decision, taking decision for 6 or 8 million people. Is that now then they make you believe, say, you will be president of this country because you don't see outside political leadership there and the decisions they want to take?
No, don't do that.
What inspire you?
I believe, say, my life trajectory where I don't follow, the experiences where I don't gather, and the little way I know about governance of this country don't show me say Sierra Leone not deserve whose idea. And I believe say because of my experience, because of my background, I get some small ideas about how possibly some of these issues can be addressed. So I say sitting back and say not to my business, not to the solution. Because at the end of the day, it is the politicians that they determine policy, where they affect you even in the private sector, even you, in the space where it is, so in the media space. And so maybe, just maybe, as part of the appreciation to God and to the country for the which I don't benefit, which I don't learn, maybe I forgive back to my country. That is the only reason why I come back into this game. If not, I don't need for come back.
What's in the leadership? You don't serve at the highest. You know, what's in the leadership problem where you see, in as much as you get this ambition and want for give back to your country, what is it that you've seen and think, say, you want for come address if you be president?
One, I believe so we got too many leakages in the system. We need to be blocked. And then we keep block them. Two, as you say, this country gets too many resources, both natural resources, human resources, you name it. But this country not benefit adequately from the natural endowments we get. I been start that struggle where I be there as Minister of Trade with the local content policy. We become the local content law. Where there be a policy primarily designed for ensure, say, the people of this country get maximum benefit from the natural endowments. I don't think, say, I don't achieve that yet for my country, and really I think, say, now unfinished business we need for come to. Three, I don't see, say, this country too polarized. And I agree with Lavali, we say a political gimmick. The fact is that the country is polarized.
You're not a politician, and they cause that. Who are the politicians?
Well, what I call politician?
Well,
you see, we have to be careful.
Clarify. So you go like una way then are the political parties. Una they really run for office. Una way then they appoint with political position where they take decision for other people because naturally people then they coexist now in communities. But now the politician can make we think say where this get power they appointing young people them. And make a like now we on turn now we on government. So now they show that.
Yes, but you know, say the extent to which things then go under this regime is unprecedented in the history of Sierra Leone.
But you agree say with Tuna self you've been there happy?
No. It never happened this way. You see, what people they not realize, what be happened during APC, now that we've been get a situation at the civil service, for example, where people that be don't exceed their age. They already retire. We've been get civil servants that would have been permanent secretaries, senior permanent secretaries, development secretaries, financial secretaries, etc., etc. We don't go far beyond 60 years. So not even past 70. They still occupy those places and they muzzle the chances for growth for the younger civil servants. So when we come, we enforce the 60 age retirement threshold. And so, and you know, say in the civil service, whether you like it or not, it's the fact that majority of the civil servants are from the southeast. Majority. And when you come now, you say, all man who don't day above 60 years, make it retire. So that they create room for the younger ones for come up. They say APC don't sack Southeasterners. It was not a circuit of Southeasterners. They just say, una create space, let the younger ones then come. And interestingly, the younger ones, the back way come up, we are also Southeasterners. So it was not, therefore, any effort for go after Southeasterners. Now that's not been the situation.
But with political appointment,
no case.
Political appointment. Majority
of
the people that we hold position were from the north. That was very clear.
But under APC, almost every tribe be represented in the government.
Majority.
Of course. You understandable. Now the magnitude. I know they say not happen. Of course, anywhere in the world, Yusuf today, Yusuf today, where they employ people now you media now. Now people will get confidence in we believe say then will work with you for deliver your agenda. That is it. But we go for make a distinction between political appointments and public service appointments. And the problem with what they then do now that even public service appointments where people then advertise, they apply for those jobs, and then get into those jobs. In one day we see them they issue sack letters, look at the issue report card. That's not ever happen under APC. It not ever happen. And that is unprecedented. So one reason why are they into politics again, now for make we able to bring this country back together. Make we see ourselves first as Sierra Leoneans.
How do you intend to do that? How? Because we can talk, successive leaders, them always they talk about the country divide. How you intend for them?
It's for that through the way we do with appointments. We they make sure say we go appoint people all over the country, regardless of your tribe, as long as we believe say you get what you offer this country, we can give every citizen an opportunity to do so. We not go discriminate against anybody because of in tribe. We go continue with when APC be they give scholarships, granting aid. They not do them based on tribe. They do it to everybody across the board. When we get for continue with that trajectory.
Will that start with go be you running mates? If you become flag bearer of the APC, will that symbolism of symbol of nationalism, as you can say unifier, will that show by who that go be you running mates?
Yes.
So you commit say if you be flag bearer, you go ensure say a Southeasterner be a running mate to you?
I have not said so.
No, I'm asking. I'm not saying you say so. I'm asking.
Another comment on that.
No, but you need to make commitments. This interview, like you say, we go for keep on.
No, another comment on that.
So this is a question about how do you intend for unite this country? If you can't make commitments on who that you believe say go be you running mates, we go bring show a symbol of national
cohesion. We get
cohesion.
a party constitution. And according to the constitution, they say the flag bearer in consultation with the NAC will appoint a running mate. So not only one, therefore determine who that would be my running mate.
But with your own determination,
I might have my preference.
What's your preference?
I might have my preference. My preference now for make sure say I get a running mate where go compliment me, a running mate where can get into the office the next day and perform maybe better than me, a running mate will share my vision and my desire for bring this country together. If that person I find them in somebody from the south or the east, now an added advantage. And but if that person maybe not a woman, well, maybe not come from the south or the east, but come from some other part of the country, so be it.
Well, you think we need that as a symbol for show, because you talk about appointments. You don't think say this is about election now.
After August, when I would not be flag bearer, you ask me this question, I will give you a definitive answer.
You know I make commitments now? Is it that you know I make commitment now and say
I know make any politically incorrect commitment now.
No, but the constitution, like you say, when a constitution say in consultation,
yes.
If you are consulted, will you prefer a southeasterner for be your running mate? We get the qualities the way they look for show symbolism as the unifier.
I don't tell you, say like how they advertise job, where they can say, will they look out for somebody with a first degree? But when you get a master's degree, an added advantage. So yes, in consideration for would that go fit the definition or the criteria for running mate to Richard Conteh, coming from the south or the east could be an added advantage.
Not a preference.
It could be an added advantage.
It's not a preference for you.
It could be an added advantage.
Okay. I still ask you about, what do you think about with leadership problem? Fundamentally, earlier you talk about, we all learn the talk landing at this country, say, well, you get the leader, you get a lot of people, and then they tell her waiting for do, and then they run the system. Which difference you go come with if you be president at this country, especially with, addressing the needs of the people directly?
When I became as chief of staff, one of the things we have been doing now for restructure the office of the chief of staff and create a directorate for performance management and service delivery. I think one of the problems we don't get over the years now that we know they really hold people accountable for deliver. We get situations wherein public servants, they come to office at 11 in the morning, where the time reach for going to mosque for go pray at 1 time they don't left the office. From the where they come on a mosque now, end of story. Somebody they come to office, where see come and say get prayer meeting, but they don't left in office by 3. And then after 1 month, you ask her, what did I achieve? Nothing. And I be experienced that I be a minister. I can invite my directors there. Wait, you don't dress fine with in coat and tie, I can't sit down. I said, I can't sit down. I said, tell me, yesterday, what you do? Whole day. Nothing. I said, okay, this whole week, what you don't do? This whole month. Now make when I become chief of staff, I decide for say, let's begin hold with public officials they are accountable for signed performance contracts. And wherein they commit to say, inside this 1 year, we are going to do ABC. And then on a quarterly basis, we evaluate them based upon the extent to which they achieve that. And when a minister, they so hold them accountable, then it forces them for also hold in subordinates, like minister accountable. So this culture of a service delivery, this culture
But then they need the support of the presidency, because I can remember the performance contract where they talk.
Precisely.
There were institutions where they come out and challenge.
Yes.
Say no,
yes.
because this man not like we, or money not there, this not there. It comes with the presidency.
Yes. So that is why, as president, at the time you say, most of what me get for push for now those things where I don't believe in, are convinced about, and I believe it needs for happen. And so in governance, at the time you say, that is one thing where we need for push further, and we go do that day. You know, we go hold, we'll get people them for really deliver. The issue what we've been doing in the performance plan, but because people like you can say money no day, we've been make the contracts such that not only those activities where you get the money for, that they include in the contract.
Okay.
Understand that? So you know we'll come at the end of the year for beginning time we say, oh, I know we'll do it because money no they know. Now those things we money they for. And we find that say we significantly increase delivery. You can see how even in mature projects they go very fast. Take for example when I come as development minister, the EU they give grants to Sierra Leone over the years. We find out say the disbursement rate was less than 10 to 15% per annum. And then so what I begin for do, I bring the EU together, I bring all the MDAs together where they benefit from those projects. I say let we identify why this they happen. And then we agree, say, every month, the last Thursday of every month, we they meet for evaluate progress. So where I know say they meet with the EU on the last Thursday of every month, where the EU then come out now say, well, we as a government would they meet the third week of every month on Thursday for can get reports, and then we get 1 week for fast track any side we don't last behind. And my brother, in less than 6 months, we increase implementation, we increase disbursement by over 70%. And we've been the increase. So you will see say the possibility exists for make people perform. Even the problem we make, we get for resort to single treasury account, and the underperforming ministries, you know, we get to wherein partners that they give grants to MDS, my brother, the money they don't say lapse.
Inefficiency.
Exactly. Absorptive capacity very low. That not supposed to happen.
Does that, which you experience, then they get for do with human resource, you know, deficiency, the public service?
Yes, but again, it also get for do with the lack of leadership for try for supervise, monitor, and ensure say people do their work. People, I mean, they get this in projects. The first thing where they get this grant where they don't get $3 million, $10 million, $30 million. The first thing where they prioritize, oh, we for buy matokade. Procurement. Understand that they don't buy in matokade. Understand that they for change the office. They don't decorate the office. Then the next thing per diem, if we go for travel. That's all they care about. The rest of the thing they don't care. So the money lapse. Even the budget where they allocate to ministries, it will shock you. For no say over 50% of the budget where they allocate to ministries, they already utilize them. Not necessarily because finance not get the money in real time, but just because the payments where they need for go through for access them money that they did not ready for go through. I remember when I come as minister, I find out say all the vehicles that my ministry done grounded. When I investigate, some material them pack because battery not there. Some material them pack because tire not there. Some material them pack because this not there, that not there. Simple things. Now I call the PS and the technicals. I say, hey, what do we need for do? For make we access the ones. So the budget first. And they count the budget. Now she say there's a budget line where we can utilize for fix those problems. So not to say money not there. So there's a budget line. So there's money for it. I say, so how for access this money here? Oh well, you see, we get for going on road transport. We go take the man on road transport. He can't inspect the vehicles. Then he writes a report, and then go, then develop, raise a voucher, and then we get the money. I say, okay, so that's the procedure. As I call me there, I say, Abdul, can't go there, man, road transport. Let them go count that man. Road transport.
So answer for the reciprocal.
Exactly. So sometimes I believe, say, this, that the type of hands-on approach will help. And the day when they see the car with the tire there, the car with the tire, they forgot to deliver there. Car with the batteries, they forgot to deliver there. Man, they shock. They're shocked. The money didn't deliver the budget.
So earlier I asked you about, making a commitment for getting running mate from the Southeast. You cite within the political party, on a party in constitution. Say, we understand we get a system who say people like Kuna can get all the good plans, but most times the party influence, you get a lot of people where me and Ruben talk about Dandy. They rely mostly on them party being in power, getting the contracts, getting the jobs, getting the appointments, not about competence. How will you play with that? So say the party definitely get for be involved in how you get for run the state.
Anybody who is a bit Richard, say I know they put square peg in round hole. So anybody
they listen now when qualify for about Payu.
APC gets so many qualified people.
Okay.
APC gets so many qualified people. And listen, there's nothing wrong in somebody when APC forget a contract. So make it not be say because you are APC don't get Ebola, nobody know to deal with you again. Anywhere you go in the world.
How do you make it competitive? That people
that is why you tender.
Get the opportunity.
That is why there is a tendering process. There is a bidding process. And you get follow due process. And at the end of the due process, make the contract be awarded to whoever the most responsive bidder. I think that's the most important thing we need for
how you therefore provide leadership beyond party? We get former president from Pakaba, Senator President for SLPP, former President Anes Baikoma, President Bio don't say the same. And most of the conversation is that most times it's compensation to people them way either don't support in one kind of way or either we don't invest in campaign. How you get for ensure so if you become president?
I will differ from Pakaba. I will say me na APC president elected for serve Sierra Leone. And that I go do. I not go condone any APC person do the wrong thing. And I not go say.
Does that mean you appoint more APC people? Your appointment get for be more APC people that you go be the president of APC?
No, I go be a president of APC where they serve Sierra Leone and Sierra Leoneans. So which means, yes, me na APC, yes, now on the APC ticket, I become president. I not for lost sight of that, but they elect me for serve Sierra Leoneans. So we got to give every Sierra Leonean an equal and unfettered opportunity to actualize in your potential.
That includes employment, contracts, and everything?
Yes.
Is that a commitment you're making here?
Yes. If the SLPP person now in the best fit for a particular, but I do am MCC. When I've been in charge of the MCC, I get this bubble caller.
Mahmoud Idris?
Mahmoud Idris. I point out for her the MCC.
But Mahmoud is not SLPP.
No, he was. Everybody believed that he was. And I remember I became under tremendous pressure, not for a pointer. And I insist. I say, in fact, just because in a SLPP na added advantage for a pointer, because we get for allow the MCC for make it look like a national entity. And so if Mahmoud Idris now they say na SLPP, but he get what he take for lead the institution, why not? So I appoint him. I stand my ground. And that me believe say get for continue for happen. If we get an SLP person where in we opinion, we believe say for now that the most suitable person for a particular position will give. And I believe, say, if you give them with proper supervision, with a hands-on approach, it will deliver. And at the end of the day, na Sierra Leone, and the benefits. Sacking somebody just because you feel, say, in a SLPP, to APC is wrong.
But the reality, and we need for be sincere and honest, is you running, you part of, if you be flag bearer, you're running with a party we don't in our opposition for 10 years. You get people them way they look forward, say, now we don't turn this, now we system they come, they looking for sometimes now, so you get people who identify jobs, say we believe, say, now them forget them jobs and they with their appointment.
Okay, make a mistake clear. Let's make a distinction between political appointments.
No, not political appointments are the
No.
And sometimes
let's make a distinction.
Sometimes, like let's just clarify. Sometimes, like you said earlier, the politicians them can move into even the public. We don't use like tenure appointment in this country. Yeah, people are being sacked.
Enough will happen.
Yes, but so that is why I'm asking for make this commitment.
No. That will happen. Let me say, let's make a distinction between political appointments and real public service appointments. Political appointments, you dey go with the president who appoint you. Understand? Now make nobody know they complain. No minister know they say if I stay, where government don't loss. No ambassador know they say if I stay, where government don't go. No advisor know they say if I stay, where government don't go. Although APC be retained Pakaba in advisors.
So that's the point.
Understand? Excuse me. Although APC, exactly. APC be retained Pakaba in advisors there. Understand? And most of them, they retain them. And I believe, say, when APC come back, if we get good advisors, we don't in the exercise of their duties, then they work in the best interest of Sierra Leone, we will retain them. So that is clear, but the general understanding all over the world that if you na a political appointment you get, you do go with the government will appoint you. But the public service tenured appointments, contractual appointments, where people then they apply and get, we for allow them for run the life of their contracts consistent with the relevant provisions in the various.
Is that a commitment you're making?
Yes.
So you not go sack anybody who get contractual or appointment?
If the appointment not to be a political appointment, say plenty of those types of positions, they not go through the normal recruitment process. So when you now go through the normal recruitment process, that makes it, no, not necessarily, that makes it a political appointment.
Okay.
And so therefore you now go claim the same pedigree with the person who will go through a normal procurement process and get a job and they perform a job.
Let me look at your political party now, your strength within the party. In the last convention, you contested.
Yes.
You came third, right?
Second
to Dr. Samura Kamara.
Yes.
Does that make you believe that with Dr. Samura Kamara possibly not, I don't know if he still get for contest, I've not seen him openly saying that yet. Does that make you the preferred successor to lead the party in 2028?
No.
Does that give you advantage?
Well, under normal circumstances, yes. But that don't necessarily translate into me winning. I need for work extra hard because the one that we not being performed that well, but we also in the race, then get every reason for putting extra effort. So me we feels I get this advantage. I need for work extra hard because if I not work extra hard, the man the way they can be in, they will come. Catch and beater, they will do the sports. They say catch and beater, sport. Maybe not catch me and beat me.
Have you been working hard?
Yes, very hard.
So what are you strength within the APC from that same day to now? For lead the party. You got new players that we don't come as well. For the race.
That's normal. Every election cycle, we get new breed where they come into the race. That they make the whole thing interesting. But we don't try for consolidate my base. I don't try for broaden my base and reach out to more people. I don't correct my mistake because one of the first things we do after the elections when my team don't agree say we go back, we do a retroactive introspection. For try to find out basically why we lost the last election.
You lost?
Oh, the reasons are plenty. Of course, the system was rigged against me.
You?
The system was rigged against me. Different ways for rigged system.
So how?
Yes, the establishment being structured for support one person, and the way then we conduct the entire lower level election to be less than transparent, and so it was. They go from the sum work backwards. So, but it's okay. That is history now. We'll not put them behind we. So we this time will be a bit more vigilant and try to ensure say that not happen. And there are also a few things where myself maybe before do differently. Maybe I need for reach out a bit more. Maybe I need for be more strategic in my engagements, and we will work on that.
You believe you were going to win then? And it was just because the system been there against you?
I believe so, but I believe to bone for interesting.
So what's your assurance of this one now? You know, you believe in the system where they una party they commence lower level elections.
This Saturday.
Yes, and they can distribute cards them, right?
Yes.
What's you believe in how the system they say it's not going to be rigged, it's transparent so far?
Well, the leadership they continue for give we assurances.
What do you believe? And
for say then will be transparent. I'm not overly convinced. I get some reservations, but I decide for give them the benefit of the doubt and they watch how things they progress.
But if you can't push for democracy and transparent system within your party and you get them concerned and so you give benefits of the doubt, then will you want for wait and complain after again like how you complain so?
No. I'm not waiting and complain. I said it before the election.
Yeah, but that's what I'm asking now.
I've been making clear to the leadership before the election. I say the process not transparent, and I tell them say, in fact, for me, this year is a coronation, so let's go and do the coronation. So, and this time, as I say, they monitor the situation closely.
But you get concerns.
I get concerns.
What are those concerns?
Where I don't watch death in public. I don't raise those concerns with the leadership.
This them political party and public institutions. Them you get members. You get people who they listen right now, where perhaps believe in you or sometimes won't vote for you. If you get concerned and say you can't make it publicly, then you condone issues them where they have wrongly within the
I know they condone. They say,
but this is what you say to national government.
There's the expression say, they wash your dirty linens in public. And I believe say at this stage we therefore learn for raise we concerns internally and deal with that internally. And I don't tell you say the leadership they continue for give we assurances for say then go correct and those things, and we don't see steps in that regard. So we wait and see how the first level of lower levels they go on Saturday, and we wait and see how the results from that process they
so
come
far
out.
You get trust in the leadership of the party. You believe in waiting and they do.
Yes, I get trust in the leadership of the party.
You believe say they will conduct a transparent process, and whatever the outcome you go accept.
Well, not to the leadership they conduct the election. These people they understand. In we party we get an independent elections management committee.
Okay.
Now they're charged with the responsibility for conducting elections. And we also get an independent elections complaints board. Like many of these concerns we get, I believe say we members, they don't already do formal complaints to the elections complaint board, and they look at them.
You believe in that structure then they?
I believe in the structures, and I will allow them to do their work. It's just like when a case in a court, like you talk say for discuss. So for me, those concerns
they address before we go into the election over the weekend.
I believe say they will be addressed before we go to the elections. If they not address them before we go to the elections, we go sit there again and see which are the best way forward.
What's in your strength within the APC presently, and why them for choose you for elect you for be flag bearer of una party?
APC don't lost the last 2 elections not to because people not vote for APC. In fact, we in the APC believe so we win both elections. But that they thief the elections from we. That is the belief.
You still believe in electoral justice?
I believe in electoral justice, but I not believe in waiting the group who they call themselves electoral justice to push. Because waiting they push now more of untruths than truths. But I believe in the principle of electoral justice. That's why I'm in elections. That's why I'm in politics.
So you believe in Dr. Samura, they say he won the election and
I believe say APC based upon the results we've been get a commanding lead. Now me supervise the analysis, the collation of the results we give Dr. Samura at 57.1%. Now me do am. And based upon the 71% of the RRFs that we been get, that is the result. And I also believe that based upon those results we've been get and based upon the projections we make, there is no way anybody be forget 55% for win on the first ballot. So therefore, I say the election results will they announce not reflect the will of the people. So because of that, going forward, APC needs somebody we understand about elections, somebody we ready for take on the SLPP, somebody ready for protect we votes. And we also, over the years, I don't demonstrate to APCians and to Sierra Leoneans generally for say I understand the issues around the elections that are ready for protect the votes of the APC. I don't do it all over the country and ready for lead my party against the SLPP and get victory for my party. I believe say those are the things that set me apart. APC needs a fearless leader. We understand the issues. We're ready for lead the party against the SLPP. We're ready for protect the votes of the APC, and somebody we're ready for bring everybody together for make we fight as a united party for ensure victory for the APC. And
what are you strength within the party, you know, as somebody we been can second and they contest again for big flag bearer of the party?
Me strength that all my colleagues them will they contest comfortable with me. I don't get meetings with all of them. They work very well. We very friendly with each other, and I believe that they are very, very key, so that when I get for emerge as the winner from the convention, it's not good difficult for make them all decide for work with me. That is very, very important, because if your colleagues they not willingly accept you and ready for work with you, the problem.
You sound very confident and optimistic of winning,
that is Richard Conteh.
So you believe say you'll be the flag bearer of the...
Yes. If I don't believe, I don't really have this race. Any flag bearer will not believe say they win, they still stay in the race, they wasting time. If I believe say they win, and me I believe say they win.
What did they give that assurance?
Me reach across the country. Me a politician without barriers. And me reach spread all over the country, not just in one part of the country. Any part of this country where you go, I get a presence in that country. And I believe say that the critical, forget the critical mass where you need for win the 50+1.
When a party they get lower level election and get for be at regional stage, outside the delegates them get for come for go vote for now, right? You sure of getting how many what's your assurance of the delegate them? How many delegates say you get or you believe?
We don't get delegates say it.
No, how many you believe say you get for get ahead of the election?
No, I believe say I will get above the 50+1. I believe I will win on the first ballot. We know we'll get runoff.
With this kind of assurance, if you not become flag bearer of the APC, will you still support whoever emerge as the flag bearer?
Oh yeah. You know, not to do or die business, my brother. Not to do or die business. You know, if in 2023, after everything will happen, the first person right inside the hall, we go hold Dr. Samuel hand and raise her up and present her to the people as well, sing the victory song. I wait for an Amakeni, I drive with her into Freetown. And from that time, I accompany them right through up to the elections. You know, I'm not power drunk. Not to do or die business for me. I will tell you, say, for me, na service. I believe, say, there is something that needs to be done to fix Sierra Leone. I believe in the project Sierra Leone. I believe Sierra Leone can do better. I believe Sierra Leone needs to be rescued. Sierra Leone needs to be redeemed. And I believe, say, I get what it take for work with others for make that happen. So I offer myself as a servant. So many people for make I lead a process we could bring about that change, that positive change in our country.
If you be flag bearer, you'll be contesting the elections against an incumbent where you know, still want for win an election and continue. What thing go make you a winning candidate? That time it's beyond APC now. You therefore get an appeal to the nation. You know, waiting at a national appeal.
My track record. Then I'm a national appeal. I have people all over this country where they impact personally, across all political parties, including people inside the government of President Bio. And SLPP, they campaign for APC on a daily basis. If I'm the campaign manager for the APC 2028 campaign, SLPP, they campaign for the daily basis through the actions and inactions. And for me, the internal race, the intra-party race, is more tense for me than the race against SLPP. I believe so.
You challenge you worrying about winning the APC ticket than winning the national.
Now they worry about. As soon as I win, my flag bearer race just now at the go base Nabo for start the campaign at the southeast. Let that go sit down.
You go easily win the 2028 elections?
On the first ballot, when they get run off.
How and how? How do you intend doing that?
Well, SLPP, they campaign for on a daily basis. I don't tell you the word. And the people are ready for change. The people are yearning for change. The only thing we need for guarantee are that, one, SLPP not ring fence any part of this country. Two, we campaign all over this country. Three, we deploy agents, play and laugh, who all they interact. I not think, say, that kind of way they compete in aspirants. They're all kinds of that tight space for a whole day. If they try under SLPP, you never find for look. But it happen under APC. So we are united, and that spirit, we all don't acknowledge the fact for say, now only a united APC that will give you victory. And we also believe, say, the worst APC government is better pass the best SLP government. So it is in the all interest.
So it is about telling the public una choose about amongst the lesser evil between APC and SLPP. Is it about not getting what people actually deserve, or is it about choosing between the lesser evil?
Not a lesser evil. APC gets a track record of delivery.
Some people will say same if they're there. But it's more about
bring out the facts. When the campaign get for start, just now, then go tell you a track record.
What will you be campaigning on as a presidential candidate if you be?
On delivery. On the track record of Ernest Bekoroma, on Ernest Bekoroma legacy. In legacy in energy, in legacy in infrastructure, in legacy in
but if you're able to campaign on your own track record, it's not about what Ernest Bekoroma do. I mean, it's about what will you deliver, not what Ernest Bekoroma been done do. The people voted out the APC because Ernest Bekoroma 2018 because they didn't believe in the APC government.
No, people they forget too early. People forget too early. And they tell you say APC not believes we lost.
In 2018 as well?
We don't believe so we lost. So, no, left that side there. But we can try to say that,
But that was an election.
Yes, I would come with my own manifesto. And I got a 5-point agenda. The first point, they talk about unity, harmony, good governance, rule of law, security. Pillar 2, they talk about agriculture, food security, nutrition, environment. Pillar 3, they talk about social services, health, education, water, issues around youth, issues around women, issues around the elderly. Pillar 4, they talk about innovation. And then Pillar 5, they talk about the economy, private sector development, tourism. So these are the 5 pillars.
How you intend for finance that plan, that agenda, that manifesto? How you intend?
Remember earlier I tell you say me believe say Sierra is endowed, but I tell you say what did happen that we know as a country don't able for benefit from the resources we endowed with as a country, and so as I say part of the reason why I come back into government because I get unfinished business from the time as Minister of Trade with the local content law, and I have to believe say we need to implement them fully. We need to ensure say we generate enough resources locally. So for make that happen, we get for reduce taxes across the board, so that businesses will flourish, then go make money, and then we get for broaden the tax base and bring people from the informal sector into the formal sector. And we believe, say, when we attract investors into this country through a very attractive incentives package, then we'll come in and create jobs, create social capital, pay then taxes and royalties to government, and government will get enough money for embark on addressing the needs of the people. We therefore ensure, say, minerals, when they export, therefore repatriate the money into we countries that we strengthen economy and strengthen with foreign exchange reserves and get what we need for military activities. But more importantly, we therefore ensure say we add value before we export. You know, and when they come for car invest inside Sierra Leone, we also therefore ensure say where you want for do your procurement, you get for originate your procurement locally. And not externally, because in they happen now that we hear about all of these big investments, but the money they can't say alone. The only money they can't say is just chicken change. The real big money stay outside. We got for ensure say if you want to invest 1 billion say alone, count 1 billion as alone. And then if you want to buy machines, all kind gadgets, we got for buy through the banks now, commercial banks, place the order, they will give you LC, many things can say. In that way, we also strengthen with commercial banks and strengthen the
how you intend to address light, water, healthcare, public social services?
Okay, I know we'll talk about all that, but if you get time, I can go to all.
No, quickly, just okay. You plan, your model.
Yes, like light, energy. We got a short, medium, and long-term plan. When I listen to the Minister of Energy, where they talk about the amount of money where they still owe, where they talk about how they cheat we as citizens by taking the debt where they accrue through the TIF, then transfer it to the consumer, they increase the tariff for we they pay for that we know they get, and then we still get a debt of close to 100 million for pay for car power and the other
Africa Power Pool.
West Africa Power Pool and the other independent power providers where for pay. I think say now waste of money. When we come, instead of we go pay person for go buy generator, you can sell and give you the idea one, we go buy we own generators for short term. I believe say if we spend $10-20 million for $10 million for buy generators, we will get over 50 to 60 megawatts capacity. We go help for significantly in the short term increase the power we available at the grid. And we'll go able at least in the short term is the problem. Water may feel strongly say we desalinate water from the ocean. For supply
for address water problem.
Africa, yes.
Okay. Quickly, how you the fund you campaign presently? Is it through membership or enough resources?
I get my own private resources. I also get friends who believe in me, where they support me, and then I get members.
Does that include private sector, party them people we get involved?
And I get no business, but they support me. Sadly, it's strange that somebody will be Minister of Trade, nor get businessman the way they support her. It's strange, but that is the reality.
Okay. Quickly, let's move on to the constitutional amendment document presently and the tripartite recommendation. I mean, they serve now the steering committee. as I mean see a notice where Dr. Kaifala Mara put out say NAC been approved for letting expand the number of representatives of APC people them. I see you named there as one person as electoral experts. yes, it in a Facebook page. But what are you position on the constitutional amendment bill and the implementation of the agreement for national unity and the tripartite recommendations?
Thank you very much. Make us start first to make one general statement on the process. I believe say this government no handled the implementation of the agreement for national unity and the tripartite recommendations in good faith. And believe say all the challenges we face at the moment are because this government no ready for work freely with government. I mean with the opposition. And I make we get all the tensions, all the disagreements. Even this constitution, this draft bill, whether they come with, we always maintain as a party for say constitutional amendments, national constitutional amendments for be a national process and not a partisan process. And we believe say if any party decide for make a partisan process where they use for get undue advantage over the other person, then you create an environment for problems tomorrow, and at that precisely we'll get with this document. When you look at we get provisions in this draft bill we're okay with.
Okay.
Yeah, not to say everything about the bill bad, but we get clearly some provisions in a red line for the party. And one of these provisions now waiting for do with the PR system we want for introduce. The first challenge we may get now, even the way in which they draft the bill, and the part we get for do with the PR, it's so vague. They not even state the type of PR.
No, the ministers say if them pass them, they never get electoral laws them way.
Yeah, that is the problem.
Inform and explain.
Yes, so that then they will come now and can do how they want to.
But when I get representation in a parliament.
No. We don't see inside this country how then they go about these types of things. We would have experienced 3 PR at this country. 96, 2002, 2023, all different. 96, they make this whole country one constituency. And then get every party for, say, we get X seats in our parliament, so therefore every party give you a list of X number of people. And then based upon the percentage where the party they win, you get the proportional number of seats. We don't say 96, now that happened. It will be understandable. We've not been there with that war. So it will not be possible, for example, for go Kailang, for go campaign, and those type of things. We can understand. 2002, Pakaba be one for introduce PR again, but for make justify the PR, you go for a small constitutional amendment and provide for make the introduce PR under particular circumstances. So there are conditions precedent for that. So you say when constituencies are not clearly defined, and clearly we know in 2002 the war end. So, but that don't mean say the entire country be done open now. So it not been possible at that time for we go back to the constituency-based elections. So therefore, everybody be agree. All political parties be agree. But say we forget that system. But now they get the district block. But how don't do it? Every district 8 seats, regardless of size. That's
what's your concern with this?
I got me concerns with the PR. Now that one, a it take away the right for the people for elect their leader from the people and give them to the parties. And we believe, say, one basic tenet of democracy, now the right of the people.
But the conversation has been, it can be hybrid. It can be, the parliament can discuss and say, we want it this way. We say the party them go put, we go agree say the kind pair they get. The party then go put the faces of the people and let the people and choose. And not just the party symbol. It can be discussed. And what's in the argument with government on the puts na that.
Issue to the symbol.
To some extent, you know, the pair with by-elections don't cut down the cost of running a by-election and the issue of violence, so people can get for campaign and fight again for by-elections.
Fight's not supposed for the by-election. If we able to do the main election, fight's not there, then we can as well do the by-elections seamlessly, fight's not there. We don't do from 2002 to date, we don't see a gradual improvement in the conduct of elections with relatively violence-free. So that is not the issue. We believe, say, the conditions precedent for PR no exist. We get defined constituencies around this country. Even SLPP, APC, their lower levels, they conduct them based upon the existing constituencies. The people want for make them elect their own MPs. Now we get a situation wherein, look, they say from Calabar Town, take Brookfields, MP no dey.
They get people in the district.
No. I will give you an example. Even in the districts, okay, we get whole chiefdoms, constituencies. We never get councillor. Whereas we get others, we get a multiple of them. So we believe, say, we want for a very situation wherein one political party can feel, say, tomorrow they will just grab, then go create X number of districts in the area, and then use that day for perpetuate themselves, will continue for win the parliamentary. They will never affect the presidential. People can stand for me.
But there is an issue with the presidential, the 50
issue.
What do you think as somebody will want to be flag bearer of the APC? What do you think about the...
We in the tripartite committee, we be recommend, say, we for reduce the threshold from 55% to 50+1. The whole reason why we say that is because we believe, say, it's difficult. The way APC, SLPP, then it's difficult to make one party get 55%. But it could be very easy for make one party get 50+1. And reduce the possibility for make we get for go run off and all that type of stuff. But then we say, when we don't bring it down to 50+1, then for ensure that the party broad-based, it will also get 25% in at least half of the districts. So when we get 16 districts, it means you for able to win 25% in 8 of those districts. So that is now that day now the
tripartite recommendation. But that is reduced now.
No, not reduced.
The number of districts.
No. Then say now you for get 20% in 2/3 of the districts.
When 11 of the 16.
Yes, something like that, 11, 12. Now that's then they try for push for, and at the same time, then they try for create 2 additional districts now the southeast, and they also so they don't form bio town and the rural. They don't form so they also want for divide rural and create a new district where they believe say will be dominated by people that were sympathetic to them. Those types of manipulations not they help.
What do you think, say, for be the position of una party and members of parliament with this bill? Is it parliament now?
No. We party position is clear. We know one DPR. We believe in first past the post. The citizens of this country will then consult. The paramount chiefs, they don't speak loudly, say they want PR. The civil society don't meet. They don't say they want PR. Understand? And we believe, say, the voices of the people for stand, and that not ready for support PR. We also believe, say, in the appointment of the electoral commissioners. We believe, say, in all right for make the president sign the handpick, whether they constitute the committee, where they make the recommendation. We go take back to the same system we get now for change. Because the same way we then do it for the PPRC chairman, also for the chief electoral commissioner, make the bodies,
institutions,
then nominate person. You know, so that it not go be again another APC or SLPP affair. And one thing we get for be careful with, what to do some of these things now that today it is APC on the wrong side. Tomorrow it can be SLPP. You have to be careful. We don't see how in 1965 then SLPP, because APC be in opposition, they want to go after APC, then bring out the obnoxious, seditious libel laws. When APC kind of power now 68, they begin implement those very laws, then cry foul. So that make you have to be very careful when you make laws, not make laws for suit you no more and for disadvantage the other person. Because when the table turn, you go there on the raw, you go receive the raw end of those policies. So we got to make sure, say, this process got to be inclusive. Let we all own this process. Let we all discuss. Let we all agree on something we go work for we all. And I think, say, that the position where APC don't take.
Finally, Doc, what are you hope for Salone as somebody who will be president of this country?
I'm very positive about my country. I tell you, just not say, I believe in Project Sierra Leone. I believe in Governor Clarkson in prayer for Sierra Leone, where he say, they one day where they mean bad for this country, where he cost them. And I believe, say, Sierra Leone will rise again. And I believe, say, with Richard Conteh, Sierra Leone will rise again. Sierra Leone will be united again. Sierra Leone will be a country we all will be proud of. Every Sierra Leonean will be given an equal and unfettered opportunity for actualizing your potentials, for share in the natural endowments we God don't give we as a country.
Why Sierra Leoneans for believe you as a politician, somebody who will be the president?
Because I get a track record of being a unifier in all the side where I don't work, from being a teacher, university lecturer in Ajala, and not ever look at enemy students and try to find out whether this is a northerner or a southerner or a easterner or a westerner. No. I just saw Sierra Leoneans. Throughout my time I work in a CRS, I just saw Sierra Leoneans. Throughout my time I work inside government, I just saw Sierra Leoneans. And even inside, as a private citizen now, me bodyguard, one of them, Namende. Me driver, Namende. Understand it? So then they show, say, I not believe in this division, where the artificial division, we try to create in this country. I believe, say, as Sierra Leoneans, we all foresee ourselves first as brothers and sisters. And when that happens, then we go embrace each other and we all go work with each other and we will build a better Sierra Leone. We will benefit we all.
You get any message for you people in the APC as they commence on a lower level election this weekend?
Well, I would just have to say, me family and APC could go into these lower level elections not as enemies but as comrades. Let we ensure, say, the right thing happen. IMC, get integrity on the line. Make sure, say, conduct a free, fair, and transparent process. Let the best man win. Me, Richard Conteh, they offer myself to me APCians as a unifier. And they offer myself as somebody who ready for lead we against the SLPP and win. I ready for offer myself for protect we votes. For ensure, say, when I vote, when our votes then go count. And for ensure, say, I stand there for protect and defend within the APC stand for. And waiting the green, red, and blue stand for. And I believe that together we will build a better Sierra Leone. God being we help her. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Richard Conteh, one of the intending flag bearer aspirant them for the main opposition APC. We don't get a conversation from commitment to the country waiting a plan for do and in aspiration and strength within the party and a plan. And I even ask him how he go address with water and light problem, you know. But we will continue this conversation. Hopefully, we will continue after the party go don't put out the names of the people them way na the flag bearer aspirant they will for contest at the August convention. And we go start with programming one-on-one interview with the aspirant. But thank you so much for honoring our invitation. It is a pleasure always for Yegi Formuna. We will lead this country within our plan. But waiting we all agree pa, waiting we all go agree pa, now that Salon need for move forward. And we all get a role for play, whether in politics, in governance, in opposition, public service, the media, civil society, ordinary people. If we not play with own parts and agree say things will get better, we will continue for complain. We will continue for face the light, the water problem, public transport problem, and all of it. So until then, don't forget say we need to clean the city back, or the vice president say the police them for enforce the law, arrest people ready to read Otina streets. So we'll meet back tomorrow. Many thanks to guests them we don't join with this morning. Thanks to our viewers and listeners them. Thanks to my colleagues them, the technical and production team. As always, for God and country, serve your conscience, be honest, sincere, be law-abiding, do waiting right, avoid waiting wrong, and always remember saying that through the last.